Did you ask me to do a cold intro? How about bone chilling intro?
Bone chilling?
It's starting to get very cold up here. It is pretty cold, my friend. Steam's coming out of the goddamn concrete.
Well,
okay?
It does that. It does that.
It does.
Is the sun's still up, right?
The sun is gone down.
And the moon has come up.
I am going down.
And long ago, somebody left with the cup. Yeah,
I almost went down. I almost fell into New York City. So I almost fell.
Are you just trying to go to all the major cities and fall down?
That's basically what I'm trying to do.
I like it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Nashville pegged already,
Ryan is in New York City right now, and he has been gracious enough to join us today here on They Call Us the Breeze. It's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage, and there's only one way to do it, so let's get to it. Let's go!
All I hear some tasty waves, cool buzz.
October 11th, October 12th, and 13th, and 14th, I was intoxicated. I drank all of those days. I drank.
Go!
Well, hey guys, everybody, welcome into another edition of They Call Us the Breeze. That is Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, sitting up here live in the Tiger Cage. Like we said, Ryan is here. He's just joining us on camera because I forgot that I'm not allowed to have any other screens open, just his window. So you guys got to see how we record the show, and you guys just got to see the soundboard. And now here's Ryan in his hotel, guys. Give it up for Ryan, everybody. How are you, buddy?
City Club Hotel.
That's right. Ryan's in New York City, and They Call Us the Breeze. It's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. Episode 173, this one for November the 14th, the year of our Lord, 2024. Got a huge show for you guys tonight. Got Dad wants to be a Bre'llionaire. Mike wants to be a Bre'llionaire, And the show kind of shifted, last minute because Ryan said he was available to join us from the hotel for the whole entire show. So that took some stuff out that I had to, try to mishmash together. And now I'm thinking on my heels. And then I just spent about an hour trying to fuck around with FaceTime. You know what, FaceTime? Get your shit together. Because we shouldn't just have to Zoom only to do podcasts from afar. Like, that shouldn't be the only thing. Zoom's not the only thing. It's not. It's not. And Facebook, step your shit up. Just step your shit up. The one thing they do when you're on Facebook, it is a little thing called audio ducking. Okay, listeners? What that means is when you're going to do a FaceTime call, and let's say you might be listening to music, or let's say in our case, you might be running a soundboard and trying to keep it at full volume, maybe running some intro music and some YouTube music for intros and shit like that. It does a little thing trying to be courteous to your caller called audio ducking so that it doesn't, blast that audio back at them at the level that you can hear it. And that just fucks with the show. And your caller should be able to hear what we're hearing anyway. You know what I mean? Ryan's plugged into where he doesn't it's not coming from the top of my computer. He can hear our soundboard, right, Dad? Dad speak a little bit. He can hear Dad just as clearly as I can. And
Dad, where are you calling in from?
He's from Hawaii right now. Waikiki.
Nice.
Waikiki. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
But we are all
he's chunking. He's chunking. He's chunking. You were chunking, babe.
No, I said Honolulu, not
Oh, yeah. Well,
Beijing.
Surf's up.
Sound like you were saying Beijing.
Ryan, you chunked out for a minute there. Are you stealing the Wi-Fi from Del Taco next door, or what's
No,
Chinese
Taco.
store.
Big Taco?
Chinatown.
Weird.
Oh yeah, that's cool. All right.
I'm actually at a local Chick-fil-A.
It just looks like the Chick-fil-A's in New York just look like tiny hotel rooms.
I'm just doing the same stuff that I do
like
in
you were
St.
playing,
Pete, but it's in New York City.
It sounded like you were plucking a harp that was out of tune.
Well, so yeah, the best thing about Ryan being in New York right now, it's funny because he didn't mention it till literally last episode. He's like, oh, by the way, I'm not going to be here next episode. I was like, okay, that's normally something that doesn't happen, and if it does happen, we know about it about a month in advance. And then he goes, but then the second funniest thing is he's not there for any reason, really.
No. not really.
He's just kind of there because his girlfriend is there for business, and he's like, yeah, I'll just. So he's just sitting in a hoodie in a hotel room, drinking Stella, trying to fuck around with our asses instead of exploring. But I'm sure you would be if it weren't for us. So thanks for joining us there, bud. And yeah, so that's
a New York pleasure.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's good that you are here because we might have one extra viewer right now. Shout out to my guy at the Azalea Food Mart. So I go in there, right?
He's on there?
You know where I always go, right? The Azalea Food Mart next to the Pelican Pub to pick up the beer whenever I come over to Dad's
By
house.
the trail.
And I do it every Sunday. If there's a 1 o'clock game, I'll come over here and watch it. And then I obviously do it every Thursday. And I come in, and this time there's two buddies. Not just one buddy, but there's two buddies. And the one buddy's kind of walking around the store, and the other buddy's behind the window. And when I walk up to the window with my 2 4-packs of Bush Tall Boys, so 8 Tall Boys.
Yeah, he knew what's coming.
The other buddy comes and runs around to the back of the window, and they're both standing there like, hey, man, how are you today? And that's how they always are, and I'm always cool, and I'm like, how are you? Good? Good, man, how are you? Because I know they recognize me, and they say hi when I walk in or whatever. And I come up and I put my beers down, clink, and he goes, your father, he was in here. He comes in all the time. He said you're his father. And I was just like, oh, yeah, for sure.
So it's like...
And they're both
CNN.
like smiling, dude. They're both like smiling, and they're staring at me like with wide eyes, like they're meeting somebody that they've heard lore of. And they go, yeah. And he doesn't say it right away. He just kind of scoffs it off, and he's like, you do the podcast. And I was just like, yeah, we do the podcast. And he's just like, oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. That's cool. Yeah. He said you come in here all the time. I was like, yep, I come in here. And he goes, where do I find the podcast? And I whipped out the business card, and I gave him the business card, and I said, boom, there's the website. Just scan that. You'll find it wherever your podcasts are. By the way, God, I forgot. I'm so excited because Ryan's in New York, guys. But let's get the legal stuff out of the way. They call us the Breeze Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, TigerCageMedia.com, and also make sure you go to our YouTube channel, Tiger Cage Media, like and subscribe. And of course, if you can't catch us live every Thursday right around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch us every Monday wherever you get your podcast drip. And for every one of you out there that's listening, there's 1,000 that aren't. So tell your friends. But yeah,
there's 2 more that are.
So I'm at the fucking Azalea Food Mart, and he's just like, awesome. And he takes the business card, and he's like, I'll just take a picture of it and I'll give it back. I said, no, give it to somebody else after you're done with it. And he goes, oh, okay. And he goes, you guys play guitars too, right? And I'm just like, Jesus Christ. I go,
whoa.
I immediately go, yeah, my dad talks a lot. And they both started laughing. And I was just like, yeah, he talks a lot. They're like, yeah, but he said you were definitely his son. And then I have the shirt on. I have the Breeze RPG video game, Where the Hell Are We? Which you can also find on TigerCageMedia.com. But I have it's similar to the logo of the podcast, but it's done in a video game fashion. So I just literally stretched my shirt out, and I was like, yeah, that's fucking him. And I pointed at Dad's little picture, and I was like, and that's me. And they were just like, what? And they're like, oh, yeah, we're going to listen. I was like, oh, my God. So Dad has the
So we're going to get a lot of followers.
So Dad has the other side of the
Quickie
story.
Marts.
He said he went in, and how did you describe me, Father?
I said, yeah, I said...
in your mic
I
so
said
your boy can hear.
my son will be in later. He goes. He comes in here every Thursday. He buys the two
My son will
2
be here
4-packs of
later.
Bush beer. We do a podcast, and that's how it got started.
He said he buys
goes,
the 2 4-packs of Bush beer, and he's got kind of a beard and glasses.
He's like, oh yeah.
He's like, yeah, no, I know that motherfucker. He also gets a Red Bull. He bought a bowl from me one time and shattered it the next day on his garage floor. Rest in pieces.
Well, I remember when I went to BNN
Back in the day, Shore Acres,
back
baby.
in the day, and that was back when you got your little hiccup and you had to stay with Mom and Dad, and you started ordering PBR from them, and they bulk bought it, and then you
No, because they were running out like the first
And
couple
then they're
times,
like,
and I was
yeah.
just like, hey man, make sure you guys have like PBR here, dude, because it was the only place you
And
could
then
drive drunk to.
Well, and then you left, and then I went in there one day, and they're like, "Where's your brother at?" And I was like, they're like, we haven't seen him in a while. And I was like, well, he doesn't live back here anymore. And they're like, well, we have all this PBR and no one's buying it. I was like,
All right,
I'll tell him come buy PBR.
I'll take him. I'll take some off your goddamn. You should have just called me. I would have just went in there and bought 3 fucking 18
How much
packs.
do you have left? I'll take.
I'll just take it. It'll get
we
drank.
special order it for him. I was like, yeah, special ordered PBR. It's not blue black label Johnny Walker. It's fucking PBR. We special ordered it for him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I mean, that's just and it's funny that this is all coming to fruition because, as a matter of fact, Sam's, the store by my house, I normally go in there and I buy just cigarettes or I buy beer and cigarettes. And last night I had cigarettes already that I bought earlier, and I just got beer. And he goes, "Cigarettes today?" And I'm just like, "My man, you know me." But Sam's also got that line down the middle now where it's got them. There's like a couple machines that I don't know. Do those machines like pay money? You know what I'm talking about? Those arcade things. They're like casino things.
They print tickets. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
So they got a couple. They got like a row of 3 of those just in one of the fucking aisles of a convenience store with 3 stools. And dude, I walked in and they just did that. And I walk in and I'm like, all right, I'm going to get my beer, and I look down the aisle because I'm not expecting it, and it looked like I was in a casino for a second. I was just looking down an aisle. There's 3 stools and one dude's chilling on the stool.
Somewhere.
There's a dude chilling on the stool. Well, normally they're like in a corner or against a wall, but this was like they just didn't have shit to put in aisle 2 halfway through, so it's just there. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? And dude's sitting there pounding on something. I'm like, I don't understand.
Guys starting a casino.
We went up, on 9th Street where it's like that brick building. It's clay oven. It's something else, and it's right before you get to that Hess on the corner. And it used to be cat a corner from the Kmart. But it's like that brick plaza.
Yes,
well, they have
it used to be Sports Bar. That's where Sports Bar used to be.
They have a casino in there, and we went in. Danielle and we went into the casino, and there's like 5 guys in the back corner.
Turkish,
like,
all Turkish.
Okay, yeah, they're like, you must remember, if you guys hit the jackpot, do not print your ticket. Just come over and get one of us.
Sounds shady.
We'll validate it.
Sounds shady.
What are you talking about, dude? Yeah, it was very shady.
They're either Turkish, Serbian, or like fucking, Bosnian or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, there's like still a hookah bar up in that motherfucker. That's probably the same dudes. Yeah.
Yep, probably. A lot of that stuff around here, though.
We should just go spend an afternoon and just go into each one of those businesses and see what the fuck is going down there. I mean, apparently you've already been in one, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, guys, if they call us the Breeze, we got Ryan here, and we're not going to lose him this time. We very that was easy as shit, right? You just sent me the chat, so we'll just do that again in 10 minutes, and then we'll pull you. I'll leave the window all set where it's at. You can go downstairs and smoke a $20 cigarette if you'd like, or whatever they call
Dude,
it.
I last night.
I knew. I wanted to hear. I was like, I bet he tries to buy a pack of Camels while he's up there.
Well, last night I was like, okay, she was at a dinner, and I was like, okay. So I just went around the city, and I went into this one spot, and I was like, I'm just going up to bars at this point because it's easy because it's just one seat, not 2 seats, and you're boom in there. And I was at this Japanese place last night, and like the guy was like,
and its family would not stop screaming.
I got a couple old fashions, and at the very end, I was like, "Hey, man," I was like, "Do you know where they're like? Where's the quickest place to get some cigarettes around here?" And then guy straight up pulls 2 out of his pack, hands them to me, and he goes, "There you go, man." I was like, he's like, "There you go, man." I was like, "I love you.
Sweet,
Thank you so much."
See, at first
Thank
I thought you
so
were going to
much.
ask where's the quickest way, because you said you had 2 old fashions. So
Dude,
I thought you were going to say where's the quickest way to the massage parlor to get a couple old fashions in Chinatown.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like
well,
I
and
just
I, like,
but
I
you're talking about the whiskey old fashioned. Yes. Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Whiskey old. And I was like, okay, where am I going to go from here? So I went to another bar, and then this place called Connolly's Irish Pub. And this guy named Shane was awesome. I just drank like 4 Guinnesses and had a shot of Jack. But the dude's like,
now hold up, dude. Hold up, bud. You're at an Irish pub, and you drink 4 Guinness, and you don't have Jameson instead of Jack. Come on.
I just looked at the jack, and the white guy's like, "Oh, there you." He's like, "What's your name?" And I was like, "My name's
Laddie.
Ryan." He's like, I was like, "What's your name?" He's like, "Shane." Shane.
Of course
Like,
it is.
okay, all right, yeah, right on. And he's like, "Where are you from originally?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm from Tampa Bay." He's like, "Champa Bay." And I was like, "Yep, Champa Bay, man." And he's like, "You
Even
do
the
all right with the
Irish know
Hurricanes?"
it.
And I was like, "We did okay with the Hurricanes, man." He's like, "Oh," and then we just start bullshitting. And then I stumbled out of the bar, and I walked around this fucking block for 15 times.
Tripped
and I was
in front
like,
of a cop.
I can't. Tripped in front of a cop. I was like, I can't find this fucking hotel room to save my goddamn life, dude. And then I got into a taxi, and I was like, "Hey, man, I need to get to City Club Hotel." He's like, "Got it."
It's right there.
And he's like 15 bucks.
That'll be
He's like,
$20.
Literally,
He pulls up.
15
It's like the jerk. He pulls up half a block and lets him out.
Dude,
You're
I'm
You're
not
here.
kidding, Dad. I'm not kidding. He goes, "That'll be 15 bucks." And I was like, gone. So I gave him a 20. I was like, "Here you go." He's like, "Thank you very much." He drove 30 feet, took a left, and then dropped me off. And I was like,
God, I love tourists.
Man.
God, I love drunk tourists.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot. All right, well, that's
Oh,
Ryan
man.
in New York, and we're going to get more stories, I'm sure. We're going to take a quick little
I
commercial
have-
break, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to take a quick little break, man. Give us a call back in about 10
Yeah,
minutes,
that's
and
a
we'll do
jerk,
some
all right.
celebrity birthdays, all right?
Perfect.
Yeah. I'm going to go down to that bar real quick. I'll be right back.
All right, we'll see you. Bye.
Yeah, I'm out at Brooklyn. Now I'm down in Tribeca, right next to the Narrow. But I'll be hood forever. I'm the new Sinatra. And since I made it here, I can make it anywhere. Yeah, they love me everywhere. I used to cop in Harlem. All of my Dominicanos right there up on Broadway. Pulled me back to that McDonald's. Took it to my stash spot, 560 State Street. Catch me in the kitchen like a Simmons whipping pastry. Cruising down A Street, off-white Lexus. Driving so slow, but BK is from Texas. Me, I'm out that Bed-Stuy, home of that boy Biggie. Now I live on Billboard, and I brought my boys with me. Say what up to Tata, still sipping my top. Sitting courtside, Knicks and Nets give me high five. I be spiked out, I could trip a referee. Tell by my attitude that I'm most definitely from. With OG at a Yankee game, that made the Yankee hat more famous than a Yankee king.
Ooh, catch me at a Yankee game. How'd that end up for you, Jay-Z? How'd that end up for you,
Yeah.
Jay-Z? That's what I want to
Ryan.
know.
Yeah.
Ryan, does New York make you feel inspired? I mean, are you walking around the streets? I mean, you're sitting in a hotel room right now. That's all you're doing.
Yeah. Pretty
You're
uninspiring
basically
shit.
like your mommy's out doing business stuff, and she's just gonna come home and pet you and give you a milk bone, and then just head back out for the night. I mean, do we got you for the next 8 hours? You know, no. I'm sure you're gonna go. What are you gonna do tonight, man? What are you gonna go explore or do something?
So apparently, well, okay, tonight. Okay, this is what tonight.
By the way, Ryan and I have been feasting on what is a month and a half's worth of a new podcast derived from a YouTube show called the John Goblicon Right Now podcast. And it's a goblin, and he wears full goblin makeup and full goblin prosthetics, and he has Andrew Santino on. He's got the guys from Broken Lizard on. He's got Pete Holmes on. Great episode. Moshi Kasher is probably my favorite, but Ron Funches is also pretty
That's
damn
awesome.
good. It's just a new podcast. It's called Right Now with John Goblicon. He's the singer of Necrogoblicon. Yeah, so, I mean, just go out and watch it, guys. And, like, literally, like, I mean, you can listen to the podcast everywhere you get your podcast drip.
But you don't want to listen.
But you don't want to listen. Just watch him, and it's hard on the eyes for the first, like, 20 minutes. and then you get used to it, and then you just click on the next episode and the next episode. You know, we like to let you guys know what we're listening to and what we're watching out there, and that's something Ryan and I have been digging on lately. But guys, as they call us the Breeze, Ryan is in New York. He's in a hotel room right now.
Concrete jungles where dreams are made of.
Desperately awaiting his lover to come unlock his arm from the desk, and they can go out and have a great time. What are your plans tonight? Did you guys talk? Like, babe, when you get off work and you come rescue me from this tiny little cell, where are we going? What are we doing? They want to know.
It is a tiny room too. It's pretty teeny tiny.
I'm sure a Best Western in North Carolina is bigger than that.
Oh,
absolutely.
5 times easy.
That's a suite. It's a suite compared. It probably doesn't even have room for a mini fridge.
Oh, there is.
They made room.
Fridge, and it looks like it's in a closet. Yeah. So, but yeah, actually, that's where
Maybe at the end of the show, you can take us on a tour of the room.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah,
I mean,
it'll take listeners. This just in: Ryan's going to take us on a tour of the hotel room, the tiny box hotel room he's staying at in New York City. All right,
it'll take 20 seconds.
So, what are you guys going to do tonight? I mean, what are you going to do tonight?
Well, this actually is on the bucket list for me and her. We are going to this place called Ivan
Been
Ramen.
There. Yeah, great ramen.
And I don't know if you heard me over.
I have a T-shirt
talking to Taylor about it, but you're a dumbass. And so this dude, he's featured. I don't know if you guys know Chef's Table on Netflix, but only 2 series that it's ran. But it just talks about renowned chefs around the world. This guy Ivan, he's a white Jewish dude from Brooklyn, and he went over.
Checks out.
So
the name Ivan, that doesn't check out. That's the only part that doesn't check out.
Yeah. That kind of throws.
Is he terrible?
He went over to Japan.
Ivan the Terrible? Is he terrible?
I really don't know. I really don't know if Ivan's terrible, but I'd like to think that he
right,
no. So this guy
go.
So he goes over to Japan in his early 20s, and he just decides to live there for 5 years. And he got really introduced to ramen, which ramen in this episode, they're like, ramen in Japan is like bread to people in France. Like it is, there's probably 30,000 ramen places in Japan. Absolutely. So this guy starts to study on ramen and opens up his first ramen shop in Japan at the age of like 25. And he doesn't do it on like the tourist aisle, like where people can speak English. He goes into the heart of Japan and he opens up this ramen place. And then a critic came around, one of the top ramen critics. He has a magazine, and he went into his store for the first time when he opened. And he said it is one of the best ramens that he's ever had in his whole entire life. This is in Japan. So he comes back over to New York, and then he opened up a shop here in New York. And we are going to go experience his ramen tonight. And it's supposed to be fucking amazing. I mean, it is like...
Everyone says it's the greatest ramen.
The greatest ramen. So we're going to do that. We're going to get some ramen. And then we're going to go to the Vanderbilt building. There's something called One Summit, where it's just basically glass, and you go up like
me and dad were literally just talking about that sort of experience when we were on the break, about me being kind of afraid of like tall heights and how there's some glass experiences. Is it the one where they tilt you down?
Dude, no. So this one, like, I honestly, like, she threw around the idea of going to this place.
How
and
tall?
I was just like,
Tell
whatever.
me everything.
Yeah,
Tell me
let's
everything.
Do it. Like,
how
if
tall?
You want to do it?
Was it over by the Twin Towers, or is that the one you're talking about?
It's up by there, and it's.
But it ain't that
1,000. It's 1,500 feet up.
How many stories? How many stories?
Is that the one center or whatever? Or
that would be probably 100.
That's more. That's
120.
That's more than
it's
I
that
need.
one center, the new one that was built by.
Either way, so you're going there tonight. So how does
Possibly,
it work?
but you get into an elevator, and the elevator is all glass, bro.
Like Willy Wonka?
So you basically get into this elevator, and the floor is glass. and you go up 1,000 feet, dude. I am freaking out
That
right
ain't
now.
the one I
Like,
was on.
I'm not fucking going. You can't pay me.
dude,
You can't pay me to
literally
go.
was like, I asked her, I was like, what's that place where we might go to tonight? And she told me, and I started doing research right before the podcast, and I was like, my palms got sweaty.
Dude, my palms are sweaty
spaghetti.
right now. Hear this?
Dude, so literally, you're going to be going over glass that you just kind of, you're up 1,000 feet.
Ryan,
and I'm like,
you could,
I don't know.
Ryan, I could get to TPA in like an hour. You could pay for a flight and call off work and give me money and fly me to New York before you and Danielle go to the. I wouldn't do it.
I don't know, man.
I can't do it. I don't
think she bought tickets. Because all it is just like viewing shit. Like it's a sightseeing kind of like you get to see the skyscrapers and you're just from a high altitude level. But I'm like, dude, I was looking at, I was like, I don't think like the older I get, I fucking hate being up that high.
No.
I love being high.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
like
the
being
older
up
you
that
get
high.
and the less dumb you become, like getting on a wooden roller coaster isn't like the greatest fucking feeling.
Yeah, I won't do it
Yeah.
again. It was cool once, but we didn't have a glass floor, but it was 360 degrees all the way around the top of it. And like I was telling Jeremy, I looked down. Teresa won't look out the side, but I looked down and I could see well below us a helicopter and a blimp flying around. And I'm like,
Fuck that.
We're up pretty
I'm
high.
up higher than a goddamn than the regulation
Goodyear blimp or whatever.
regulation of flight altitude. You know what I mean? I'm up way higher. No, I can't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
It's up there 1,200 something.
I don't think we bought the tickets yet, but if she asks me when she gets home, like, do you want to do it? I'm absolutely going to tell her I'm kind of scared. So I was watching videos and little kids are crying.
Well, you know,
They're not looking
hey,
down,
Rye,
they're crying.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if it might mean something to her, and you need to go out and do it anyway. Just 4 shots of Jack, buddy. 4 shots of Jack. Make sure you're just there, and you're just watching a movie at that point. That might make it worse. Just don't smoke any weed. You know what I mean? Like don't get really fucking high and then go up there because you're gonna be like, oh my god, I'm about to fucking die.
Now, it might be neat to see at night.
Dude, that was like, I mean, you remember, Dad, when I worked in
You'd
that
be able to
PNC
see the
building.
Statue of Liberty probably from there.
When I worked in that PNC building downtown Tampa, and we went up, and we were on like the 70th level, and I'm like, and when storms would come in and it would get windy, like you would feel it rock because it has to, right? That way it doesn't break, and you're like, this is sketchy, bro. This is sketchy. But obviously here in New York City, there's so much. They build the structure down, right? Like 20 stories down, they can dig that far, so it's good. But it's like,
well, you're an engineer, so you would be able to tell us, you know. Yeah. Dude, all right. So that was Ryan with a little bit. That was Ryan with a little bit more New York talk. Ryan, I don't know how the hell I held it together because on the camera right now, you look like a fucking cockatoo, dude. Your hair is like larger than Conan O'Brien's right now. I don't know.
I saw Conan O'Brien.
It's literally it's worse than Mark Hoppus. It's some sort of like cockatoo / like almost a new wave thing. Just get a fucking. Now he's bobbing his head like a parrot, Dad. You can't see him. He's doing this. He looks just like it. All right, well, it's time for celebrity birthdays. Ryan is up 473 to Dad's 459, but Dad's up first this week. So, Ryan, if it's all the same to you, my man, we're just going to go ahead and run some celebrity birthdays.
Well, and if it's all the same to you, I'm going to go grab another beer. I actually, dude, I went to CVS, and they're like, I looked at, like, for a fucking bottle opener, it was like $15, and I was like, do you guys have Bic lighters?
Yeah, I'll take a lighter. I know how to do that. Yeah, no shit.
And then I had to carry a sack of fucking. They're like, "You want in a bag?" So I had to carry this whole fucking brown bag for like 4 blocks, 5 blocks.
Carry on a laser.
All
right, guys, it's time. Week.
But then I came back to my hotel room and I found out there was a bottle opener the whole time.
The whole time?
I'm just missing the targets over here, guys.
All right, guys, it's time for celebrity birthdays. Let's run it.
Happy birthday! This is your birthday! It's your birthday! Yay! Happy fucking birthday!
Wait a minute, there's no birthday party for you here.
That is right. This one is for November the 14th, the year of our Lord 20 and 24. We have celebrity birthdays. Dad's up first. He has 459 points. Ryan's up about 14 points from him at 473 points. Not about, just a straight 14 points. I shouldn't say about. But yeah, it's time to go. And it's a shame Ryan's not up first on this one. But this first birthday we have for you guys tonight, very talented drummer. Definitely, I didn't know about him from the Aquabats. I didn't know about him until he was in Blink-182 in 1999. But he took over Scott Rayner's role, and he's been pretty much he's been the only drummer of Blink-182 since 1999. And Dad, if you can remember Blink-182, you know, you kind of have an idea. They're
I know the name. I just
a little bit older than me, punk guys, you know, and they're back on tour and they're still doing it. But this is their second and long mainstay drummer since 1999. A very happy birthday goes out to Mr.
Travis Sonny Barker.
Barker.
Let's say 48.
Dad's gonna say 48.
No idea, really.
Damn, that's not bad, dude. Oh, that's not bad at all. Are you doing the Mark Hoppus thing because of Travis? Is that what you're doing?
I didn't plan that, but no.
He's probably 50.
Oh my God, you guys! You split the point because he is 49 today. You each get a point. Good job, Dad. Jeez, sniper.
Lucky guess.
Sniper. Oh, but still, I mean, like normally, I was expecting you to say like 63. Like, no, dude, Blink-182 is not that old. All right, okay, here we go. Next birthday we have up for you. It'll be Dad's turn on this one. He talks a lot like this. He's a comedian. He's got like no chin. He's been on Kill Tony a bunch of times recently. He was in Half Baked. He's been in plenty of other movies. Very happy birthday goes out to Harlan Williams. That'll be Ryan up first on Harlan Williams.
Harlan Williams is probably 57.
Let's say 8.
Dad's closer because Harlan's 62 today. Very good. I don't know. I didn't know I think that was a pretty good Harlan.
That was pretty good. I didn't know you had that.
I didn't think I had that at all. I'm not sure where that came from. All right. Third birthday. Maybe I'm practicing for my new roommate. Who knows? Third birthday we have comes this guy. This fucking guy. Italian. He was like the sexiest musical performer with the long black hair and the mustache, and he played the keyboards and he did all sorts of string instruments in the early 90s and stuff. He's a one word name, and it starts with the second to last letter of the alphabet. A very happy birthday goes out to Mr. Yanni. Yanni, Dad's
66.
68.
Ryan's closer. Yanni is 70 today. Yanni, you cannot have the Yanni. You do not know how to mess with the Yanni. I'm not sure if I even talk like Yanni. I don't think we've ever heard him talk. Dad seems very bored by my accent. All right, next birthday we have it for you.
Are you doing an Adam Sandler bit?
All right, next birthday we have it for you. Sounds like a Mexican dish.
Condoleezza Rice.
Condoleezza Rice. Condoleezza Rice. And that puts Ryan back in the hot seat.
Conda.
Him and Conda go way back, you know? They do.
She's probably like 70.
She's probably 69. No, 72.
I almost pushed the
72.
button. I almost pushed the button, dude. But one of you got the double bubble.
72, it has to be.
Nah, it's 70. Ryan got the double bubble. Oh, well, we got one more left. And Dad's up
I'm gonna go
first.
into the bar. I'm gonna go into the bar tonight and be like, I got the double. What the fuck are you?
What are you talking about, you idiot? All right, next guy we got up for you. I mean, he does all sorts of voices. He does the voice on Family Guy of Joe, the handicapped guy in the wheel. Oh, Peter, all right. He also played, most importantly, we all know him as Putty, who dated Elaine on Seinfeld, and he was the New Jersey Devils fan. He put the face paint on.
He was in Tick, right?
He was in The Tick on Fox, the live action The Tick show. But Dad, if you can remember the guy, the big jawed guy that dated Elaine that was really dumb, and he was just like, "Hey, Elaine," on Seinfeld. Yeah. A very happy birthday goes out to Patrick Warburton.
Let's say 65.
65.
65. I'm gonna say that's a good guess, man. He's probably Brad Pitt's doing shit right now.
Moneyball, I know.
He's probably 65. You said 65? I'm gonna
Yes.
I'm gonna fall tonight, boys.
He's falling on the crosswalk tonight, boys.
68.
Dad's closer. He's actually a little bit younger. He's 60 today. Patrick Warburton. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday! It's your birthday! It's your birthday! Yay! Happy fucking birthday!
Wait a minute, there's no birthday party for you here.
Great job, boys. Great job. We did birthdays second half of the second segment, so that means we're going to take a quick little break. We'll be back with Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire. He's got 10 questions. We're going to see if he can answer them. And he's got Ryan here for his lifeline. So we'll see how it goes, guys. Ryan, a little something before we sign off? Anything?
Mike, if you win, you get a trip to New York City.
Oh,
Staying at the Plaza Hotel. Need your credit card? You got it.
You got it. We'll be right back, guys. Bye.
And I have loved you.
All right, Ryan could not hear the song. What song was it?
One of my
Bee
favorite
Gees.
bands.
One of Dad's favorite bands.
The Eagles.
Yeah, what song was it?
Seven Bridges Road.
Got it. Ladies and gentlemen. Ring a ding 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 ding.
Ding 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 ding.
He got it. He got it. He got it, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
thought it was us singing for a minute.
Very good. Very good. No, yeah, that was Seven Bridges
Except for
Road
when the
by the
guitar part
Eagles.
came in and he was
From the live album. Eagles Live, yeah. You got to have that
Now,
version.
the third song, I'm going to have to try to guess. You're going to have to give me some context clues with dance.
Yeah.
With mimes.
Interpretive dance. Yes, we'll get there. Guys, it is time once again for America's favorite show. It really is. Yeah, I know you guys. I know. It's been a minute. I know. You guys are beautiful. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire. Ladies and gentlemen.
Like Gus Johnson says about the Buckeyes, the world famous Breeze Show.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. It is Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire. And we all know how this works. Mike will have 10 questions he has to answer. They are multiple choice questions. And, of course, he will have 10 questions. Each question is worth $100,000, and we will see if he can get up to the millionaire status, or as we like to say it here in the Tiger Cage. Thank you, Ryan. The Bre'llionaire status. That's right. They call us the Breeze Bravo Romeo Echo.
Radio City, bro.
Yeah, you really should have just sat there on a bench. I mean, I was like, you can go anywhere. You got you're doing this from your cell phone and your AirPods, so why? But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire. He has 10 multiple choice questions, each one, like I said, worth $100,000. Try to get to that million. He's got 3 lifelines. All right, he's got 2 in Ryan. Ryan can give him the correct answer twice, and then, of course, he has a 50-50 where I will eliminate 2 wrong answers and give him 1 correct and 1 wrong answer to see if he gets it. Mike, how you feeling? You feeling good today?
Let's go.
All right, he's over it. I think he misses you, dude. He hasn't been very good.
Yeah, well, you know, if he wins,
he said he's tired, but I think he just misses you.
Round trip to City Club Hotel.
All right, well, let's go. It's time. Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire. Mike, first question. Here we go. What is the preferred drink of a vampire? Is it A, Bud Light, or Blood Light? I guess you could say.
Blood Light. Yeah, Blood Light.
Is it
Bloodweiser?
Is it B, blood? Is it C, milk? Or is it D, holy water?
It's in between blood
It's a
and
tough
holy
one.
water.
It's a tough one.
I didn't hear Heineken.
I didn't hear Heineken at all. Dad, what do you think?
I'll say blood.
Dad's gonna go blood. Final answer?
Mm-hmm.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. He gets it. All right,
Blood Light.
Next question. Blood Light. Blood White. I didn't even think about Bloodweiser.
That's for the fat.
I don't know why.
That's for the fat vampires. I have a Blood Light.
Yeah, exactly. I need to
Not me.
tone
What
it
you
down.
make calories?
Yeah. Well, they just need like a little anemic kid's blood. Just
Yeah, blood zero.
blood zero. Diet blood, please.
I gotta
All
watch
right, here
my
we go.
cholesterol count.
Second question, $200,000 question. Here we go.
My blood caplet counts.
What are placed over the ears for hearing? Is it A, telephones, B, microphones, C, xylophones, or D, headphones?
Headphones.
Mike's going to say headphones. Final answer?
Xylophones would be good, but it'd be awful heavy, and your arms would get tired.
Yeah, probably.
Headphones. Final answer.
He got it, ladies and gentlemen. Very good, very good.
Although you would think the way some people act, telephones might be a close thing.
I was about to say, yeah, telephones these days.
Yeah, that's odd. All right, next one we got up for you.
But everybody holds it out like they're eating a piece of pizza nowadays, seems like, when they're talking to them.
Oh, yeah, when they're just shouting in the grocery store on them. Okay, next question. Here we go. What nickname is given to foods that bring a feeling of well-being? Soul food? Junk food? Comfort food? Or spicy food?
Comfort food.
Mike's going to say comfort food. Is he right?
Yes.
Yes, he is, ladies and gentlemen. Very good. All right. Next question we have up for
Although
you.
junk food.
I mean, it's
That-
got
that
its
was
I was
place.
about to say
choice.
junk food.
Junk till you said comfort. Yeah,
It's got its place. It's got its place. That's for sure. All right, here we go. Next question up. Dad's on he's on a roll. What type of weapon was the Native American tomahawk? Was it A, a hammer, B, an arrow, C, mace, or D, axe?
Axe.
He says axe.
Axl Rose.
Don't mention GNR on this podcast ever.
And it's not the body spray, right?
No, don't mention GNR on this podcast ever.
What's that? What I mean, not Axl Rose.
No, you said Axl Rose. And
Yeah,
I take
meant,
offense.
I meant Axel Foley.
I take offense when you say Axl Rose because I'm not a Guns N' Roses fan.
I'm not either. I meant Axel Foley.
Okay. All right. Okay. So is Dad right when he says axe?
The detective.
He got it right, ladies and
Beverly
gentlemen.
Hills
Very
Cop.
good. All
Axel
right.
Foley.
Very good. I'm just saying, don't ever bring up Bon Jovi or U2 or Guns N' Roses or God, I get the list goes on. Johannes.
Dang.
All right, here we go. Which of these is not an insect, Dad? Is it a bee? Is it a wasp? Is it an ant? Or is it a spider?
Spider.
Final answer?
Mm-hmm.
He got it. He fucking got it.
It's got
ladies
8
and-
legs.
Yeah, well, it's an arachnid. Yeah,
It's a what?
It's an arachnid. Not Iraq. It's an
Iraqin.
I reckon. It's an arachnid.
I reckon.
It's an arachnid. All right, here we go. Next question. Dragoons are soldiers who traditionally ride what? A, motorcycles. B, horses. C, tanks. Or D, camels. Dragoons are soldiers who traditionally ride what? Motorcycles, horses, tanks, or camels?
Camels.
You want to go with a lifeline maybe, or
I'm sure Ryan don't know this one. I'll go 50-50.
you want to go 50-50? All right. Dragoons are soldiers who traditionally ride what? It's either tanks or horses.
Save a tank, ride a cowboy.
Dragoons. Let's go with.
Dragoons.
Well, now, what kind of goon would jump on a horse? A jerky one, I guess. We'll go horse.
Now remember,
He's gonna go horses.
Dad.
Is he right? He's right, ladies and gentlemen. Dad uses the 50-50 correctly. He loves horses. And
I was
America.
like, for all the viewers out there, remember, Dad only knows mountain Tennessee education. So,
Well, so I thought, I mean, he's a big history buff, so I thought this question would go over very well. I was like, oh, he's going to know he likes horses. He loves horses.
I mean, I know
and
Teddy
history,
Roosevelt and the
too.
Rough Riders
So I
rode
was like,
horses,
he's going to,
but-
yeah. They were, well, the Rough Riders technically were dragoons.
he
If
probably
they were,
read
if
that
they
at
were
the hamburger
soldiers on a
stand.
horse, they're traditionally known as dragoons.
You bunch of damn dragoons, get it done.
You damn dragoons.
Dragoons, get in here.
It just sounds like a Milwaukee, Wisconsin guy trying to say dragons. You know, dragoons. You know, or like Irish. All right, here we go. Here we go. Wrong key. All right, here we go. Which of these is one of the main characters in The Wind and the Willow? Is it a tortoise, a salamander, a crocodile, or a toad?
I'm thinking it's a toad, but I'll see if Ryan knows.
He's going to go with you, Rye. Tortoise, salamander, crocodile, or toad? He feels toad.
Well, willows, a lot of them grow out of water, so
Probably a lot of
Toads.
lily pads, too,
yeah,
around
so
there,
that's what
too.
I'm thinking.
You say willy pads?
Lily pads.
I'm guessing a toad. I don't know.
All right. I don't know.
We'll go with toad.
We're going with toad? He still uses his lifeline, even though Ryan didn't know, but he's going to get it with toad!
Really? I thought he was going to go.
It's the wind and the willow.
Tortoise, the
It's a
hare, the
frog and a
willow.
toad, dude. It's literally a frog and a toad. It's just two
Bones
frogs.
of money. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's dumb. Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah, fucking dump it.
I remember.
I
the
was
name
almost going to go to Margaritaville today.
They have
In
that
New
here.
York City.
It's
Yeah.
literally Florida based, and you're gonna go to Margaritaville in New York City. So dumb. So dumb.
Chick-fil-A lines are not long at all.
Well, that's incentive because I'd never go to goddamn Chick-fil-A because the lines are so long. Like, honey, I went to Chick-fil-A in New York because the line was 2 people.
You could buy a flight to New York City and get Chick-fil-A faster than you can on 4th Street sitting in the fucking drive-thru lane.
I'm fucking sure. All right, here we go. Which radio host is the self-proclaimed king of all media? A. Don Imus. B. Rush Limbaugh. C. Howard Stern. Or D. Ryan Seacrest. The king of all media.
Yeah, well, I'll
Self-proclaimed king of all media. Don Imus, Rush Limbaugh, Howard Stern, or Ryan Seacrest.
I would say Ryan Seacrest. No, Don Imus. I know. I don't think he would say that, but he was around for a long, long time.
He was, and he was an asshole.
Howard Stern's brash. And
Howard
Rush
Stern did a
Limbaugh-
lot more TV than any of the other guys
And
did.
Rush Limbaugh, he always was the EIB, excellent broadcasting.
That's excellent. Yeah, sitting behind the
So
golden
it's probably
microphone.
not him. It's either Don Imus or Howard Stern, I'd say. Probably Don Imus. Yeah, we'll go with Don Imus.
Final answer?
He was around for a long, long, long time.
He was, and he was an asshole, too.
I never listened to him, but
Well, that makes sense if he claims it. How's it doing, Brian?
Howard Stern, the self-proclaimed king of all media. But I think we have, like, what, 2 more questions for you? Yeah, we got 2
never
more
did
questions.
American Idol,
You
though.
guys get to play together.
Howard.
All right, here we go. Viticulture is the cultivation of what? Is it A, pearls, B, grapevines, C, tobacco, or D, cotton? Viticulture. Is it pearls, grapevines, tobacco,
Grapes.
or cotton? Dad says grapes. Ryan, what do you think?
Yeah, I'll go grapes.
Yep, you're going to get it on grapes, boys. All right. Grapevines, rather. And then final question of the night. What is the penultimate letter of the English alphabet? Penultimate letter of the English alphabet. Is it A, Z? I'm not going to do this. One. Is it number 1, Z? Is it number 2, P? Is it number 3, Y? Or is it number 4, M? Which is the penultimate letter of the alphabet? Is it Z, P, Y, or M?
It's got to be. I bet it has to do with shape, and it's probably like Y or Z.
If you know the word penultimate,
I know it starts with P, but still.
and it does not have anything to do with shape, but it has some significance. And I learned a new word today. So, what's the penultimate letter of the English alphabet? Is it Z, P, Y, or M?
Well, maybe it has to do with the 2 peaks on the M. But that would.
I'm gonna go again, not the shape, but I'm gonna go M for some reason.
Ryan's going
Yeah,
M.
well, yeah, because otherwise you would think.
It is Y. Penultimate. The word penultimate. It's Penul. Timate. It means second to last. And I learned something today. That was
Latin. Latin education.
Penultimate means second to last.
So Adam is the penultimate son.
Yep, that's true.
Very good. Using something.
Well, guys, this was They Call Us the Breeze. Mike wants to be a Bre'llionaire.
Next time he comes home, I'll say, you penultimate. He'll
We
be
got
like,
Ryan
"What'd you
from
call
New
me?"
York City. And we're going to take a quick little break. We're going to come back with our NFL Week 11 picks, so don't go anywhere, guys. We love you. We love you so much. And Ryan, what do you got to say, bud?
Live from New York.
It's Saturday.
It's Saturday night.
They both said it at the exact same time. All right, guys, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
I love living in the city. I love living in the city. My house smells just like the zoo. It's chock full of shit and puke. Cockroaches on the walls, crabs crawling on my balls. But I'm so clean cut, and I just wanna fuck some slut. But I love living in the city. I love living in the city, yes I do. Spend my whole life in the city where junk is king and the air smells shitty. People puking everywhere. Miles of blood, scabs and hair. Bodies wasted in the deep. People dying on the street, but the suburban scumbags, they don't care. Just get that out of here. But I live in the city. I live in the city.
Welcome back in,
And that's
guys.
another thing that I just thought of that we were
Fucking
talking about.
Christ, boys. That was a fucking.
That
Bleeding,
we were talking about earlier, me and Jeremy outside about living in New York. You couldn't have barbecues. You couldn't have 30 people over. Where do they park? You know, if you have an apartment, you can't.
Every time we go out, every time we go on a break, we're talking about you in New York. It's the
And I'm
thing.
like, so where do those guys practice? They ain't got whose garage do they practice in? While they're-
fear. I mean, you gotta wonder. You really gotta. Jerry,
Jerry, can we set up in your kitchen?
what's the deal with punk bands on the streets? They got no place to practice.
Exactly.
Practice at all.
No place to practice. All right, guys, it's They Call Us a
Yeah,
Breeze.
think about it. You guys
I hear
practice in the back room or the garage or whatever, you know. Or
Ryan, let me tell you something real quick.
What is that?
So Friday night, right? I was coming home from work. I close 1:30. Yep. Stop doing it. I'm gonna keep laughing.
Is he doing the parrot thing?
No, it's a thing. It's a bit. But yeah, Friday night I'm coming home from work, and it's 1:30 in the morning. My typical. Dad's just excusing himself now. He has to pee. He forgot to pee on the break.
Sure. Yeah, I get it.
Oh no,
Some things don't change.
Here, put your head down. He wants to come see your hair. I've been talking about how bad your hair is today. So he just wants to see how bad that shit is. All right, Dad. I thought he was going to the bathroom. I apologize, YouTube, but Dad just walked away from his microphone to come over to my side and see Ryan on camera.
It's
Now you don't
full.
have to show me during break.
Because although Dad can hear Ryan, he cannot see Ryan, unlike I can, and so he's probably feeling a little left out, and I apologize for that.
Yeah, we might have to get him over there just so I can hang out with you guys after this bit for a couple minutes.
Yeah, we'll pull you up on actual FaceTime. We'll just do the phone thing for a minute so we can just hang out, and I'll smoke a little bit, and then we'll.
Because I fucking miss you guys.
I told him. I told Dad. I said he's in the biggest city in the world, New York City,
And he's lonely.
and he's lonely, and he's sitting in this little hotel room
There's
that his
only 8
girlfriend
million
locked him.
people
His
there.
girlfriend locked him into until she comes home from work.
Unlocks the door.
He said,
You can
"I'm gonna
come
go
out."
to the bar." He meant the
I
mini
need to
bar
go-
in
I
his
need to go
room.
potty.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
Take a pee.
and he's sad, and he wishes he was here in the tiger cage. It's the saddest meow I've ever heard. Oh yeah, but no, for real though, for real skis. What were we talking about?
You
I
were talking
fucking-
about closing Friday night.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah,
so I'm
closing
on my
Friday
way.
night.
I'm on my way home. Right, it's about 1:30 in the morning. It's Friday night, and this was a day after the show, so it's legal to talk
You
about.
hit somebody.
No, I'm going up. I go up 62nd from 9th Street, and you have to go under the little overpass, and then the Sawgrass Lake, and there's a light right there at Sawgrass Lake to turn right, and then you get to 28th, and then Haynes, and then you get to 34th. There was a cop car, like an SUV parked with its lights blinking and going crazy, but it was sitting stationary, and I kept wondering, is this guy moving towards me or not? I can't really tell. I'm stone cold sober, so I'm not worried if this is a Ryan. I just lost you on cam. All right, there he is. Yeah, so
You got me. You got me.
so I'm wondering if this is like a wolf trap, or what do they call it, wolf pack or whatever, where they trap you for the DUIs. I'm like, I'm fine. I literally just left work. I'm good. Nope. Rolled past him. Then I start to get to Haynes, and on either side of 62nd on Haynes, there's like a little parking lot with some businesses, and then there's a car dealership, and there's 2 more SUVs with their lights on, and I'm like, holy shit. And then I get up.
What did I get? What did I get?
I
myself
get up
into?
to the light on 34th and 62nd, and there's one facing me, and there's 2 in the Wawa parking lot. I take a left, and I go down to 58th where I turn, and there's one in the dealership to the left of me. There's one in the 7-Eleven parking lot right there on 58th. And I'm like, what in the ever-loving... This is 1:30 in the fucking morning on Friday into Saturday.
Spread your shit. Spread your shit.
Well, I mean, yeah, and it's not like,
And at this point, I'm realizing they have a man loose right now.
Oh.
or
right.
something, yeah.
No,
Did
there
they have
is
a
a guy
chopper?
on the run, and they have...
Chopper?
They have... So, dude, I get out of the car. I get out of the car.
No, that's the last thing you want to do.
I get out of the... No,
'Cause
I
you'll
get...
be targeted.
I park...
No, let's hide behind the
I
chainsaws.
park at my house. I get out of the
He
car,
gets out of his car and just starts running.
and I start to hear a chopper. And I look up, and there's a chopper floating around where that kind of Wawa is, right there, 62nd Avenue and 34th. And I see the chopper up there, and it's doing its light beam and everything. And I'm like, they're looking for a dude that's on the run right now.
Why is that light shining on me?
And-
I just got out of my car.
Sir, put the cat food down on the ground. Put the 24-pack of Bush beer and the cat food on. No, and I got out.
Spread your shit.
Spread shit. Spread shit. Hope you showered
would
today,
happen
buddy.
if-
Hope you showered. It's gonna be a lot easier if you showered. But yeah, no. So that literally, and then I wake up the next morning. I'm like, what the fuck was that? And I look up on the news. Apparently, there was an active gunman who had a semi-automatic rifle and he was basically like fucking with his girlfriend, and they were in a fight, and he brought it out in the middle of the living room. This is what I read on WFLA. I'm not sure if it's true. And they were like, and he was like waving it around. He's like, "You want to have some fun now?" During an argument, and brought it out, and then somehow ended up outside and blasting shells into the air, I think. And then neighbors responded, and then people came, and there were 3 sheriffs that showed up, because around my neck of the woods, it's not Pinellas County Police, it's sheriffs. And so they showed up, and apparently they shot him dead because he brandished the gun towards them as if to take more shots. This was all going down literally 2-3 blocks from my house.
I think
Not 2-3 blocks, but like maybe 10,
in New York
20.
City, but Florida, man, you guys are crazy down there in Florida.
You can't just say we're crazy down here in Florida. You're in New York. Yeah, but
was it Jonah Hill?
It might have been. I'm just warning you, Mom just pulled up, so Dad or the dog or both are going to get distracted here very soon. But yeah, so that was my Friday night, and I was just kind of like, this is cool. I'll look it up in the morning to see what happened, and boy, did I get the story. They're like literally 48th Avenue and like 34th Street, so not.
You got the WB scoop?
I got the WB scoop on the WB.
Pete?
The WB. There's Mom. Hey, Mom. Hi, Mom. We got Ryan on here. You want to come say hi real quick? He's
Live from New York.
Here, I'll give Mom an ear.
Saturday night.
Real quick. Say hi to your son.
Hi, honey.
Look into the camera. Mom's first time ever on the podcast.
Hey, Mom.
There she is.
Hi. You having fun?
Hey.
I
felt a lot.
She's still managing to be off camera on the YouTube feed. That is
I'm
amazing.
having
Oh, there she is.
a great
Okay.
time. We're having
With my new haircut.
Oh, look at the hair.
It looks nice too.
And I just won a $500
I love the
scratch
hair.
off.
And
Did
she
you really?
just won a $500 scratch off. Mom, tell me, at that
For reals?
moment, how were you feeling?
Oh, I was feeling real good.
You're feeling real good.
Yeah, I want to
I
take a
bet you
trip
were.
to
I bet you were.
Hard
Tampa.
Rock.
You know what?
What are you doing Sunday?
You know
The
what
Bucks aren't
$500
playing.
can
I
get
know.
you?
Oh.
Bucks have a bye week,
You know
so
what
we're going
$500
Sunday.
can get you? 2 beers up here.
Okay, I got a plan because I was going to do some yard work for like 2-3 hours. Maybe about 3 p.m. I stop yard work, shower, come over. We go to Hard Rock.
Sounds like a plan.
Because from what I'm seeing, Hurricane Sarah's going to decimate my finances again. I need to try to win against the house. Mom, thank you so much. I love you. Give me a kiss. Come on. There it is. All right, guys.
She's not a dog.
She's my number 1 ride or die cat. I'll tell you that, bud. Yeah. That was Mom. First appearance on They Call Us the Breeze. Wow. That was a good one. All right, yeah. So, well, speaking of gambling, speaking of going to the Hard Rock, speaking of doing all sorts, get your prize picks in. If you got Mike Evans on your roster, maybe it's time to take him off the bench. Ryan's got his little list over there written on a paper napkin from Joe Satori's place. I recognize that. I might recognize that mermaid. That's Joe Satori's place, man. I'm a big fan. Me and Joe go way back. Joe Satori.
Is great. He is awesome.
What is it? What does he call it? Club Aqua? Is it Club Aqua now? Is it the name of it?
Yeah. Well,
I just know Joe.
Club Aqua.
I just know
And
Joe.
He also was like,
Good place Monday night.
dude, we're trying to clear out
Close the
PBR
door.
in
Let's
this
go.
place.
Let's go. Dad got his little list, and I'm going to give him the Monday night picks, and it's time, ladies and gentlemen, They Call Us the Breeze. It's time for and now Ryan, I gained 1 point on him, but he's still up like 11, 12 points on me, and Dad is about...
Dude, this was a gnarly week, though.
This was a gnarly week because
looking.
Dad was only like 6 points behind me, and now he's like 8 points behind me. Me and Ryan both
I
tied.
haven't won a single time at work.
Yeah,
And,
you're a loser at home and a loser at work.
I've been doing terrible.
Yay!
All right, we're going to roll it real quick. It's time for the NFL picks. Let's go. first birthday we have up is Travis Barker. Travis Barker, anybody? Sorry. Oh, wait, that's the wrong. Hold on.
How did you get that band into that music?
Hold on. I'm sorry. I got the wrong list here. Okay, first one we have. Okay, It's time for the Breeze pick week 11 for our fantasy. Everybody put $50 in the Kittle, and it looks like Ryan's going to take home 100. But there's still time. We're halfway through the season. Bucks are on a bye week this week, so I don't got to worry about that shit. God, I'm so heartbroken. Four losses in a fucking row. You kidding me?
Ask me how Fred Durst celebrates when he wins the Breeze pool pick for the NFL.
How does Fred Burst? No, like Fred Durst.
Yeah.
Is that how he does it with the yeah?
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, first pick we have up for you tonight. Tonight's game, coming on around 8:05 kickoff. We have the Washington Commanders against the Philadelphia Eagles. Dad, what are you thinking on that one?
Eagles.
Dad says Eagles. Ryan, what do you think?
Eagles.
Dad says Eagles. Ryan says Eagles. And guess what? I'm going to say Eagles. That's right.
Let's fly.
I should probably turn on that sound effect real quick. More behind the screens. More behind the screens for you YouTube guys. If you guys were watching earlier, I tell you, you got to subscribe to Tiger Cage Media, the channel. You got to like. You got to ring the little bell for notifications.
Ding, 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 ding,
that way you know when we come on live because of the way today's show's set up. Because Ryan's in New York City, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
Right now.
He's in New York City on his phone. So you get to see a lot of things you wouldn't normally see, like our soundboard and just kind of how we run the show in general. If you're looking how to run the best podcast, you can just steal right off of us, I guess. All right. Well, anyway, there's the bell. We all have Eagles. Next one we have for you. We have the LA Raiders at the Miami Dolphins. Now, this is going to be controversial here.
Why is that?
I just don't know, Ryan. What do you think? What do you think first?
Why is that? Wait, why is that?
I'm not sure.
Well,
Right.
I'm gonna do the impression that Dad did last week.
Oh yeah. So Ryan's going Dolphins. Dad, what are you thinking, man?
Raiders.
Really? So Dad's on his own island on that one because I got two and the Dolphins, man. Ha! All right, we got the Cleveland Browns at the New Orleans Saints.
And I'm going with the Saints.
Dad's got Saints. I'm going to go Saints too. Ryan, what are you thinking?
When they go marching in.
Yeah, the Saints do go march. That's what they do. For some reason, initially I wrote the Colts at the Browns. I'm retarded. It's the Colts at the Jets. Jets. Did they release Aaron Rodgers? Is he done?
Not that I'm aware of. I don't know.
No, the coach.
I've been
the coach got.
The coach got. Okay. All right. Well, somebody. Because
Aaron Rodgers can coach the team himself.
Yeah, he can.
And I'm taking the Jets.
Yeah.
And that's why Dad is taking the. Jets. Ryan, what do you got? You got Colts or Jets, man?
Well, being a long-time New Yorker, I'm gonna have to go with my boys on this one and say the Jets.
He's been there for 24 hours. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go Colts. So that's me on my island. All right. Okay, this one probably pretty easy. It's the NFC. It's the NFC North, man. You got Minnesota at Titans. The Vikes versus the Titans, man.
Vikes.
Ryan.
We like those Norwegian.
The Norwegian bastards. Yeah, we're all three on the Vikings on that one. My potential new roommate, he's a big fan of these guys, and they're going against the Chicago Bears, which are also in the NFC North, but they are the last team, dead last, and kind of by a mile, I would say. You got the Lions, you got the Packers, you got the Vikings. Oh my. But like, if I'm a betting man, I'm gonna put my money on the Packers on this one.
Packers.
Yeah, let's go Packs.
Yeah, let's go Pack go. All right. Lambeau Field, 155.4 miles from Kenosha, Wisconsin, in case you were wondering. Looked that up the other night. All right, we got the St. Louis Rams. I'm sorry, We got the Jaguars.
Rams.
We got the Jaguars
Oh, yeah.
at the Lions. We got ourselves a cat fight. We got ourselves a little bit of a cat fight
And I'm
here.
going with them Lions.
We got the Jaguars at the Lions. Dad says Lions. I'm gonna go Lions. Dan Campbell.
Gotta go, Dan.
Gotta
Campbell,
go Dan
baby.
Campbell. Yep, that's an all around for the Lions on that one. All right, back to my previous thought. We have the LA Rams. St. Louis Rams, sorry. Excuse me. Versus the New England Patriots.
Rams.
You know, that's how Julia says Patriots at work. Julia.
See-
She's like, Mayo, should I take the Patriots? And I'm like, Julia, it's Patriots.
No, you should probably drop some napkins on that table.
But Rams?
I'm gonna go.
Rams.
Dad goes Rams.
I'm gonna ram it hard.
Yeah, I'm ramming her. I'm car ramrod all the way. We're going Rams all the way around the board. All right. The Edgar
You
Allan
did a Super Troopers too.
the Edgar Allan Poes versus the Steelers. Sorry, I mean the Baltimore Ravens at the Steelers.
Ravens.
Ooh,
I'm gonna let you
Steel
take
City.
this one next. I'm going Steel City on that one too. So Dad's on his own island with the Ravens. All right, we got the Hawks. Was it true you were a Hawk? We got the Hawks at the Niners.
No.
No is not an answer.
Oh, Seahawks. I was looking at
No is not an answer.
I was looking at the Falcons.
Nope.
I was going to say the Falcons. I thought
Neither team wins.
I thought you were going to say the Falcons. I was like, no, they're not.
watch it actually end up in overtime.
It
Time.
Yeah, I'll
Just
take
a
the
tie.
Niners on that one.
He's got Niners, right? What do you think?
Yeah.
Who's the first person that did the 900 on a vert ramp?
Tony Hawk.
Well, Tony Hard. And I'm gonna go Hawks.
Seahawks, he says.
All right, I got Niners, so it's Ryan on his own island on that one. All right, we got to win this game. Broncos got to win this fucking game because the Falcons cannot win this fucking game. So I'm going to go
I'm going
Broncos because the
And not
Falcons
just
can't
because
win.
of that,
The
but
Falcons can't win. We need them to lose.
the Broncos have been getting better and better.
And
with that
absolutely,
kid.
yes, 100%, yes, sir.
And it's at Broncos, right?
Yep,
Yes.
it's at Broncos. What are you thinking?
I'm going Broncos.
All right, unanimous decision on that one. We got.
I got now. This is the upset.
Now here's the
This is
fucking
upset of
ticket,
the
boys.
week.
Here's the ticket.
This
Here's
is
the
my
upset of the week.
Yep.
Ladies
Well,
and
they
gentlemen,
can't-
it is time for Mike's upset of the week.
They can't go undefeated
Right.
forever.
They can't go undefeated forever.
So I am taking the Bills over
And
the
they're
Chiefs.
playing a pretty good team at their house.
And-
Dad's going
and
Buffalo Bills. Ryan, what do you think?
I'm gonna go Bills.
I'm going Bills too. All right.
Chiefs are going down 8-1.
Yeah. Yeah. Chiefs are going down this week at the Bills. And, you know, not for nothing, but I have a pretty good interest in a female that I do not know and have never met, but she's on the radio locally, and she's a huge Bills
Who are
fan.
you, Uncle? Man?
She's a huge
No,
Bills
sorry, cut
fan.
that.
So I would love, if we wouldn't get it, I would love to see her get it. You know what I'm saying? So let's go Bills. All right.
Wait, do you really have
I do have the Bills. Yeah. No, it's right there.
a love interest?
It's right there. On the camera.
Then we got the kitty cats.
Well, you got another fucking cat fight. It's cats versus lightning in this scenario because we got the Cincinnati Bengals at the Chargers.
Chargers.
He's getting charged up. You getting charged up? I like that. What do you think, Ryan? Getting charged up?
Well, I gotta say, I've always been charged up, and I'm gonna go Chargers.
We're all getting charged up here. It's the Chargers on that one. And then Monday night's game is the Houston Texans at Dem Boys.
At
You know?
what? At where?
I have a good feeling JJ's coming in, his 80-year-old ass. He's coming in as quarterback.
Who's this?
Instead of Dak Prescott, he's going to come in. JJ's
Oh,
going to come in.
Cowboys.
And the Texans think they're going to beat the Cowboys, but I seen a photo of JJ in practice gear. It might have been doctored, okay, it might have been doctored with his old ass head, skinny ass old head on a regular size human football player, but I've seen. I don't know what to believe. I've seen photos that JJ is going to be starting quarterback this week, and they're at home, and I'm going to take Cowboys.
Yep, I'll take Cowboys. I don't know who JJ is.
I'm out at sea on my own island, boys.
You're going to Brett
Taking
Bengals
the Texans.
or Texans?
Ooh, all
Hey,
right.
you know, I just don't think C.J. Stroud's been playing that well.
Well,
I don't know,
no,
maybe I'm
yeah,
wrong.
and he hasn't really at all.
But Trent Dilfer's been playing amazing.
Yeah, he's been playing with his kids. He's been playing with his grandkids.
He's shooting like 3 over par.
He's shooting like 3 over par. I hear he's no breakfast balls. No breakfast balls. I hear he's ne'er a person behind his club has been like, we had to wait. We had to wait on those assholes because they're just speeding through the course. You know what I mean? Right? Am I getting them right? I'm starting to learn, right? A little bit about the golf.
Yeah, I kind of.
I don't know. I feel like I'm learning a little bit about the golf. You know, like you don't want somebody annoying ahead of you that takes too long. That's the biggest thing I hear.
Yeah,
from
or you
guys.
hit into them.
Yeah.
Give him a little warning.
Scare, a little warning shot.
Four.
Well,
Move
I
on.
mean,
There's,
if all goes correctly, I
There's
should
a
be. I
whole
should be.
hole ahead of you that's open.
I should be a couple points ahead of you this week, buddy. So,
I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna see. Dad just decides when the show's over. He just takes his earphones out and he's just like, I'm done. But you know, Ryan, thank you for joining us from New York.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
a million other things you could have been doing. But if I was you, I would have been sitting right where you are.
Yeah,
You know.
he could have still been walking around that block trying to find City Club Hotel.
Well, yeah, and we talked about that on the break too. I was like, if I was a taxi driver, you know, fucking tourist laden town like, you know, let's say Nashville or New York or wherever, I would pick drunk people up and be like, and they were like, where are you going? And I can literally see the building from where I'm picking them up. I'd be like, all right, I'm just gonna figure eight about 8 times, run up the clock, and be like, all right, it's
Drop you
$64, dude.
well, dude, I got off. So yesterday, I was like, they're like, it's $95 to take an Uber. And I was like, that is just stupid. So I was like, okay. So I texted Carmen and I was like, what's the quickest, cheapest way? And she goes, get on a bus. The bus will take you to the subway. You take the subway across the river and then you get to downtown.
Then you get to the steamboat. Okay, the steamboat's
dude,
tricky.
like, I
The
was
steamboat's
on the
tricky. You
bus.
got to hop on right as they're leaving. That way you don't pay the fare.
It
Right?
was on the bus,
Am I right?
And it was like,
and then
it
as soon as you
kept
get off, you
changing.
find a rickshaw driver.
Yes.
Like
and then you
Kramer.
have to hop from the steamboat onto the rickshaw.
Kramer's
It's
running the
Perfect
rickshaw.
timing.
Literally, Remy, it's exactly like that.
It
It's
sounds
just like,
like
well, if you can put it all together, you can do it. Like,
Kramer
I'm
with
like,
his
I got
bicycle
off-
and a rickshaw in the back.
Maybe someday.
I got off like at this city called Astoria, and I was like, okay. And then I saw downtown Manhattan from thousands of miles away, and I'm like, I'll just walk there. And I'm like, now I have my duffel bag and I have my fucking laptop, and I was like,
You got a camelback?
this ain't
You
gonna
doing a little
cut it.
camelback?
This
A little
is
water?
not
You
gonna
staying
cut it.
hydrated? You got a little camelback? Staying hydrated?
oh, yeah, we try. But I was
Yeah,
like,
we
I'm
try.
just gonna walk downtown, and I was like, no, this ain't gonna work. And then EB just cut a new album, and he's like, go ahead and give it a listen. And it has total Matt Skiba acoustic, whatever the fuck he did with
So
Kevin
it's not
Seconds,
reggae.
that split album.
So it's not reggae?
No, it's like I was listening to it on the way into the city. I was like, maybe that was a little romantic, but I was like, wow, Evie, this is some good shit. I got to play it for you once we get, if I ever
Yeah,
come back down to Florida.
Yeah, I mean, we could probably do that. Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
could probably do that.
Yeah.
Well, Rye, go out, have a time, bud.
Have fun. Love
Have
you.
fun.
Be careful.
Dad loves you. We're signing
Well,
off.
let's FaceTime.
Yeah, we're gonna FaceTime in the backyard, smoke a bowl together. All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Okay.
Ryan live from New York City. Thanks, bud.
Thursday night.
Jimmy Fallon's a total alcoholic. He
I
lives up to it.
would bet. He keeps buying you drinks just to keep you with him. Just to keep somebody next
He's like,
to him
"Hey,
on a bar
you
stool.
met Shane?"
Yeah.
I was like, God
Well, I love you, buddy. Be safe, all right? If you die in a plane crash on your way home, just remember I never loved you at all, and this was all an act. All right? And I will
Same
see
goes for
you
you.
next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Right? Okay.
No, I'm gonna stay here.
Okay, that's what I was waiting on. I figured he was
I'm
gonna
gonna
say
stay
that.
here.
I figured he was gonna say
Chick-fil-A
and
last
Dad has
night.
no idea what you're saying because he took his headphones out, so he's upset right now. But guys, it's They Call Us the Breeze. It's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. From all of us here at the Tiger Cage, we love you. We will see you guys next week, everybody. Good night, everyone. We love you. We love you.